Christmas time, she was like Mrs. Christmas. Literally, if it didn't move, it got a decoration pinned onto it. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. We didn't have expensive things, but no matter what had happened in the year, Christmas was always a really special time, and there was always lots of food and drink and love and presents. And it was just a real family time, and just a time to all be together and enjoy each other's company, and grandparents came round. So now, myself, Christmas time is a really special family time. We try and make the best of it that we can. And just try and honour our memory really at Christmas, and just make it special for everybody, make it really exciting. Yeah, I've got 2 little brothers who are not so little now, and they both really love Christmas as well. And I think one of the things that really upset Mum when she was dying in the hospice was that she died in the October, and she just wanted one last Christmas, but sadly it wasn't meant to be, because she just had that type of cancer that was very, very aggressive. But we did have, just before she died, about 3 or 4 days before, the hospice staff arranged for her to have, not a Christmas party, but like a little party, and we could invite friends and family, and there was food, and everybody just sat round, you know, chatting and enjoying each other's company. And there was a CD player in the room, so my dad had brought along some tapes of music that they liked to listen to when we were younger, mostly like country and western sort of music. And Mum wasn't, bizarrely, even though it was a few days before she died, she wasn't very weak or anything. So she actually was able to get up and have a little dance with Dad, which was really lovely. And the hospice staff facilitated all of that, and they were just absolutely amazing. So that was kind of our little mini Christmas before she died. The hospice was just amazing, because it just meant that, because I was trying to you know, negotiate people visiting and things like that, and the hospice were just amazing, because apart from the quiet hour, there was no kind of set visiting times, so we could just come and go as we pleased. And sometimes I stayed, you know, really, really late with Mum into the night if she wanted to talk, and you just can't do that kind of thing in a hospital environment, because it's just more closed off, whereas the hospice was more homely. And because the kind of person my mum was as well, she was so friendly and lovely, and she was so young as well. I think the nurses just kind of, they wanted to do everything they possibly could. I'm sure they do that for everybody, but because Mum was just so grateful for everything that was done for her, and the nurses were just absolute angels, and guided me through everything, because there was worries about, you know, she's not eating and things, and they said she doesn't need to eat anymore, and it's not causing her any pain. So they were just there to put my mind at rest, really, so we could just concentrate on just being there and having cuddles and having chats and spending time together. And they took control of all the medication and all the things that needed to be done. I didn't have to worry about any of that, because it was being taken care of, so I could just concentrate on just being there for Mum. We were younger. I mean, obviously, Mum died before Facebook and before mobile phone cameras and things like that. So if you wanted to take a picture, you had to get an actual camera with a film in it and then take it to Boots to be processed. And Mum, for some reason, never liked to have a picture taken ever. She always ducked out of pictures. So I've got so many pictures from when I was young, so many pictures of birthday parties and Christmases and family holidays. Mum's not in any of them, because she used to duck out at the last minute. So one of the things that I, now as a mum, make sure I do is, even if I'm having a day where I don't feel like a supermodel or I don't feel great, I still jump in the picture, because one day that's all you'll be to your children. You'll just be a picture in a frame, and it's important to have as many memories as possible. So I just think, you know, be silly, do the stupid stuff, because it's not promised. We're not going to be here forever, and one day you will just be that picture in a frame. So it's important to just go for it. When I lost my mum, it was before I had children, so she was the closest person in my life. She was my best friend. She was my everything. She used to ring me in the evening to find out what I had for my dinner. She used to ring me in the morning to check I was up for work and things. She was just my everything. And then all of a sudden she wasn't there. So it just makes you have more of a pragmatic attitude to life afterwards, because I said to my husband at the time, when the worst possible thing that can happen in your life happens, everything else just becomes insignificant, and it just makes you not sweat the small stuff because it's just not worth it.